brace from Dani Olmo helps Barcelona to victory over crosstown rivals Espanyol in LaLiga Sports. Atletico Madrid put their defeat at the hands of Betis behind them, thanks to goals from Giuliano Simeone and Alexander Sørloth. And the Sunday night showdown between Athletic Club and Real Betis ends in a draw. These are the weekend results from match day 12 of the La Liga high promotion season, a match day in which 2 games were suspended. Villarreal against Rayo Vallecano and Valencia against Real Madrid. Girona won 4-3 against Leganés. There was a 2-0 victory for Atletico Madrid against Las Palmas. Barcelona were victorious in the derby 3-1 against Espanyol. Real Sociedad won 2-0 on the road against Sevilla, and in the Monday night fixture, Celta Vigo take on Getafe. Barcelona are top of the table with 33 points. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid and Villarreal complete the top 4, whilst the top 7 is rounded off by Osasuna, Athletic Club and Real Betis. At the bottom is Valencia, Valladolid and Las Palmas in the relegation zone. Barcelona derby returned to LaLiga SportsMax football Barcelona against Espanyol at Montjuic. The game, the Ballon d'Or winner Bonmatí was honoured by the Barca faithful. Yamal for his proper win. Lewandowski for his Player of the Month award. Got underway. Barca went on the charge early. Lewandowski played to Lamine Yamal, his back heel. Came to Hector Fort. The header over was by Dani Olmo. His first senior derby. Been on the books. Both clubs during his youth career. Olmo would find the net with a well-taken strike. A slick pass with the outside of his boot from Lamine Yamal. Dani Olmo making it 1-0 with his side-footed finish. Espanyol trying to get back on terms. It was a ball that dropped to Javi Guado, represented one of their better opportunities. The captain striking wide. Had the ball in the net, courtesy of Jofre Cadenas. However, his goal was disallowed and Jalali is in an offside position. The pass was played. They set up Dani Olmo. He scored his second goal of the game. A well-struck shot from outside the area. It clipped the Cabrera. Its way past past Joan Garcia. Went on the break as the first half action continued. Olmo was an option. It's played to Lewandowski, whose curling shot saved by Joan Garcia. Tejero went over the top. Back across the line, but the goal would not stand. Tejero denied after his teammate had just stepped beyond the Barca offside trap. Lively in the second half, though. Kral was able to play to Javi Puado. He forced an excellent save from Iñaki Peña. Another release down the left. Kral put one across. Javi Puado from an acute angle was able to beat the Barca goalkeeper just past the hour. Score to 3-1. The final score in the derby: Barcelona 3, Espanyol 1.
Atletico Madrid got back to winning ways with a convincing performance, a 2-0 victory against Unión Deportiva Las Palmas, undefeated under Diego Martínez before the game. The anthem of the community of Valencia rung in the stadium, paying tributes to all those affected by the terrible floods. Atletico Madrid pressed high and created chance after chance early on. Pablo Barrios with this shot, carried by Jasper Cillessen. Antoine Griezmann was ever present in the attack and put this ball into the box, which ended up connecting with the arm of Scott McKenna. The referee would be called over to have a look at the screen. It suggested that there was an impact on the hand of an Atletico Madrid player prior to it striking McKenna. The free kick was awarded to the Canary Islanders after a couple of minutes of confusion on the field of play. This would be the only shot registered on target for Las Palmas. Pablo Silva combining with Sandro Ramirez after a long ball from the back. Forced into his only save of the encounter. Lots of activity down the flanks for Atletico Madrid. Galan finding the head of Simeone. Somehow, Juan Álvarez, completely surrounded by Las Palmas players, was able to pull off a shot there. Wonderful move down the right-hand side resulted in the first goal of the afternoon. Nahuel Molina with the perfectly weighted pass, an intelligent run in behind Antoine from Giuliano Simeone, who scored his first ever goal in an official game for Atletico Madrid. Just turns away from Muñoz, and he still had plenty to do. Composed finish, knocking the ball down and slotting it into the far corner. It was a wonderful performance from Simeone Jr. A tribute to the victims of the floods after the goal. Barrios to Antoine Griezmann. This will be the final touch of the first half. The Frenchman, as he always does, just floating the ball touch onto the crossbar. Oh, stroke of mastery from Griezmann, which was unrewarded. Into the second half, Atletico Madrid taking a step back to try and preserve their 1-0 lead. Rodrigo de Paul came on and started slicing open the Las Palmas defence. This seemingly innocuous clash between Nahuel Molina and Jasper Cillessen, where it just brushes the head of the Dutchman, resulted in Cillessen being stretchered off and taking no further part in the game. He was replaced by Honkash in goal. More chances for Atletico Madrid. Longley flicking the header at the near post. Paul again finding space in between the Las Palmas defence, and Alexander Sorloth, a second-half substitute, scoring his 4th goal of the season. How he needed that, as he was lacking for confidence, but it was an assured finish from the Norwegian international. Well-timed run from Sorloth, and it was smooth sailing from there until the end of the game. Correa here in traditional Correa fashion, turning sharply to get away from Mika Marmol, and Koke dragging his shot wide. The effort from the Atletico Madrid captain, and a much-needed performance and win for Atletico Madrid, who get back to winning ways.
Incredible contest between Athletic Club and Real Betis on a Sunday night. It started, though, with a moment to remember those in the flooding disaster in Valencia and all around the coast of Spain. After that moment, we got back to football, and boy, what a football game we had. Chances galore. Athletic Club will be kicking themselves that they didn't finish this game with 3 points. They hit the post or crossbar 3 times in the first half. This was one of them. Oyan Sancet could not finish it off. Real Betis were stunned at the fact that they went into halftime scoreless. This is a chance for Sancet at point-blank range. Chances you would expect Betis, or rather Athletic Club, to finish off, and chances that they normally do finish off. They were creating down the wings. Their crosses were pinpoint. This was an opportunity for Iñaki Williams, who struck the crossbar from a distance. Rattling, and then Alvaro Jaló puts in his cross, and there's Williams, and this one does hit the target. Rui Silva. He's in the right place at the right time. He'd do much better than that. Iñaki was sure he had. And then Paredes off the post again, off the corner from Nico Williams. It just wasn't meant to be for Athletic Club. And then in the second half, out of seemingly nothing, a Betis team that did not have any attacking presence in the first half saw Pablo Fornals hit the back of the net for the first time this season. He was invisible in the first half and came out and did that after Manuel Pellegrini made a couple of changes, Hassan Diao being one of them. He provides the assist. There's the cutback. Betis have a lead that they would try to just hold on to, because Athletic Club did not stop. They would not relent. A message for those in Valencia after the goal from Fornals. And so, Athletic Club made their effort. First it was Sancet again. Just shedded the ball wide. Then came an opportunity from Danny Vivian. There was Silva in the right place again to make what might be considered a simple save, but it has to be dealt with nonetheless. It was a back and forth game. There were chances like this all around. Fornals went for the cutback when he probably should have gone for the shot, but it did fall kindly to Iker Lozada, who will want to have done better, forcing a save out of Julian Aguirre Zavala. He too had to be alert, especially when this game was 1-0 to Betis, as it was here, and that's a big save to keep the home side in the game. Remember, they've only lost one game at home since last August. That came earlier this year, this August, and then came the goal, the substitute. It's the feed from Oscar de Marcos, and with about 25 minutes left to play, it was game on. Berenguer just finding the little crack along the back line to take advantage, hit the back of the net and make it 1-1, but that was all they could get, and despite pushing for more, as they did, there was no winner to be found in Iñaki Williams. The wrath of Silva yet again came up with the save. Betis hold on tight. Nico right towards the end of the game with his cutback. Here was another chance under Herrera. I mean, at some point you just have to accept it's not going in. And that was what happened on a couple of occasions in the second half here for Athletic Club tonight. One more shot at it. Iñaki kept going, kept turning, and the chance fell for Andoni Gorozabal. Hey, there he is again. It was Silva, the man of the match tonight, without question. And even one more chance on this end, which forced Aguirre Zavala into a save. In the end, though, the two sides split the points. It finishes Athletic Club 1, Betis 1.
Leganés were losing 4-2 in the 76th minute of their match against Girona. The scoreline required action. Los Pepineros coach Borja Jimenez opted for a triple change to try to bring his team closer on the score sheet. One of those chosen to take to the field was Munir El Haddadi, who strictly applied what his coach had ordered. He took less than a minute to receive the first ball on the edge of the area, place it on his left foot, and pull the trigger on a shot into the top corner. It took the score to 4-3. It was almost not celebrated because of the deficit. Even though Leganés could not complete the comeback, Munir scored the best goal of matchday 12 in LaLiga EA Sports.
Three comfortable away points for Real Sociedad against Sevilla. Sevilla have been on a run of 3 straight home wins, but they just weren't at it against Real Sociedad. There was a minute's silence at the start of the game for the victims of the flash floods in Valencia. Once the action got started, Aaron Buru almost got the opening goal of the game. Coming in at the back post there, couldn't quite connect, yet to score for Real Sociedad. Sergio Gomez with the delivery. Juanlu got his head to it. Aaron Buru couldn't quite turn it in. There was a setback in the first half for Sevilla. Indumbo had to go off. This adds to Sevilla's already lengthy injury list. They were missing both first-choice centre-halves, goalkeeper and star winger Ejuko. This is the opening goal of the game. Kubo. How many times have we seen him do that? Not too many times recently, but it was once his trademark. And Sevilla will have been well aware of his ability to come inside on his left foot. But they gave him space and he punished them. 1-0 to Real Sociedad, Take's third goal of the season. Kubo was a constant problem for Sevilla down that right side. It was his pass back to Sucic that led to that shot from the Croatian over the top. It's a big week for Real Sociedad. Victoria Pilsen and Barcelona next up in Europe and La Liga. This was the perfect way for them to go into those two big games. Taki Kubo teeing up Bryce Mendes here. He sends the shot wide. Some Route 1 stuff from Sevilla, and it almost paid off. Luca Bacchio, it's him against the world. He twists, he turns, and finally gets the shot away. By the time he had pulled the trigger, as it were, he did have players in support in good positions, but you have to say that he'd earned the right to go for goal himself. He'd done all the hard work. And he is the man who scored 5 goals so far this season for Sevilla. He's their top scorer. Isaac Romero goes for goal here, not too far away. He's struggling for goals this season, yet to score in La Liga. 4 goals last season. Wouldn't be long before Real Sociedad doubled their advantage. Marcao fouling Zubimendi. The referee didn't see it. The video assistant referee did. And once the referee had gone pitch side to look at it, he was absolutely 100% sure that was a penalty, as were we all. Marcao, nothing going right for him at Sevilla, and up stepped Oyarzabal. Score his 2nd goal of the season from the spot. It's a good penalty as well. Beating Alvaro right into the corner. 2-0. Real Sociedad looking a little bit more like their old selves in this game. Controlled. Always in the driving seat of the match. And with Kubo and Oyarzabal getting their goals. Brilliant technique from the captain. So 2-0. You still felt that maybe if Sevilla could score 1, it might make it interesting. But they were off target. First through Isak. With this header wide from Pedrosa's cross. Yet to score this season, Isak. And then here from Iheanacho. Zubimendi's back pass is short. He gets there first, but then can't wrap his foot around the ball to finish. He's also yet to score in La Liga. He has scored in the Cup. He got 2 in midweek, but that might have changed the story for him at Sevilla at the moment. It's not working out for him. And that meant that it stayed at 2-0. That really was their last chance. The final score then in the Sanchez pick 1. Sevilla 0, Real Sociedad 2.
Girona are looking to return to winning ways as Leganés arrived at Montilivi. Before the game, tribute was paid to all those affected by the devastating floods in the region of Valencia. Once the game got underway though, the goals started to come. Gutierrez with the open up for Girona, volleying the ball past Adrian Timira. It's by the legs of Marko Dimitrovic. Ryan goes cross. Sergio Gonzalez's header met by Miguel Gutierrez, who made it 1-0. Leganés would respond almost immediately. Altimira into Brasanac. Renato Tapia with his first ever goal in the Liga. A fine strike it was too. In off the far post, beyond the reach of Paulo Gazzaniga. And it was 1-1. Tried to take the lead. Cruz, their top scorer, warming the gloves of the Girona keeper from distance. It would be Girona who would score next. maintaining the lead. This time Miguel Gutierrez becoming the provider. He lifted the ball in. Now Martinez beating the keeper. A well-aimed header in the reach of Dimitric to make it 2-1. Still they press, looking for another goal. Home side, on that occasion Yangaladeira just unable to get enough behind it after Arnau had picked him out in the area. Good save from the Leganese keeper. It would be Leganés would find the net once more, equalising for the second time in the game. And another fantastic effort from outside the area. This time Juan Cruz beating the keeper. Daley Blind caught out Brasanac to Miguel de la Fuente, whose dummy gave Juan Cruz the space, and he curled the ball beautifully beyond the dive of Gazzaniga and into the far corner of the net. Before half-time there would be penalty appeals. Doing so, though, said the referee. Seduba Cisse's accidental touch with the arm. Girona would have a penalty just after the break. Tia Stasic challenging Bojan Miovski on the edge of the area, knees colliding. VAR judging that was inside the area. Miovski picked himself up to take the penalty. He had to limp his way off and make way for Christian Stuani, who had come on to take the penalty. First kick of the game. Number 7 steered Girona back in front and steered himself into the record books as the top scoring substitute ever in La Liga with 30 goals. Straight over to Miovski. Girona took the lead for the third time in the game. And the lead for the first time would become 2 goals as Sergio Gonzalez turned Daley Blind's cross into his own net. Stuani just behind the Leganés captain was Sergio Gonzalez. Got the touch and steer it past Dimitric. Girona now 2 goals to the good. The game is far from over. El Haddadi off the bench with virtually his first touch, scoring another cracker for the visitors. 3 goals from outside the area, 3 stunning strikes to set up a grandstand finish at Montilivi. Much as they tried, they were not able to find the 4th. On that occasion, Renato Tapia seeing his efforts saved by Gazzaniga. Comfortably enough. That's how it finished at Montilivi, a 7-goal thriller. Girona 4, Leganés 3.
Atletico Madrid recovered the solidity to which we have become accustomed on match day 12. Up front, they took advantage of their opportunities. At the back, Jan Black was on form. Slovenian showed his prowess again when the match against Las Palmas was still tied at 0-0. A quick transition by Las Palmas in the 23rd minute allowed Fabio Silva to go one-on-one with Oblak. The Portuguese tried to surprise him with a powerful shot to the near post. The Atletico Madrid goalkeeper guessed his intentions and sent the effort out for a corner. A very important intervention prevented the game from becoming difficult for his team. It was the best save of matchday 12.
Osasuna, the 1-0 victors over Valladolid in El Sadar. A game, of course, marked by the tragedy in midweek that took place in Valencia with over 200 people losing their lives because of flash floods. Osasuna's manager coming from one of the villages most affected by that disaster. Made a chance for Osasuna. Brian Zaragoza with a shot, well saved by Carl. Osasuna would have much the better of the first 45 minutes. They completely dominated it. Fine save, the on-loan goalkeeper from Arsenal. They were given a penalty on 19 minutes. And it was Budimir who stepped up to send it past Karl Hein. Budimir had won the spot kick. Foul given against Luis Perez and celebrated. And pulling out Osasuna shirt with a message on the back for us of Valencia. Say all thoughts with Valencia on this match day 12 in La Liga. So it was then up to Valladolid to get back into the game, try and provide a little something more in attack. They were up against Osasuna centre-back Boyomo. Boyomo started the season at Valladolid, played last season at Valladolid, €5 million signing in the summer. He didn't have the business of afternoons. This was a rare chance. Amala with a shot saved by Sergio Herrera. Another opportunity here for Osasuna. It's Juan Cruz. A clever run to the near post. Glances the header just wide. Another Valladolid forward foray here, but Boyomo heads clear after Anouar fails to get his head onto that cross. Some excellent football from Osasuna in the first half. Aymar Oroth linking up with Brian Zaragoza. Those two really are on the same wavelength. And Aymar's shot went out for a corner. Images now from the second half. That elusive second goal still won't come. Budimir hits the post. Teed up by Zaragoza. Another Osasuna attack here. Zaragoza going for goal. It's wide the far post. On there until the end of the season from Bayern Munich. Like very clever business from Osasuna to seal that lone switch. This was Moncayola with a shot straight into Carl Budimir's assist. Still no second goal for Osasuna, and that meant that the last few minutes of the game were a little bit more nervous for them than they might have otherwise been, and they should have been because Osasuna dominated the match, but they couldn't get the second goal. Valladolid started to press. Kiki Perez can come off the bench with this shot saved by Sergio Herrera. Still a few more opportunities for Osasuna. Brian Zaragoza and Budimir linking up again. Clever from Budimir, just missing the target. Brian Zaragoza again delivering from the right, Budimir heading over the top. How difficult to contain Osasuna. Zaragoza and Budimir linking up so well. Ivan Sanchez was on as a substitute. He played this one to Messiga. His cross comes to Kiki Perez. The three substitutes in fact all linking up. The shot in the end was cleared by Catania. And that's the way it ended in El Sadar. The final score, Osasuna 1, Valladolid.
In a week where the Spanish Peninsula was really put on red alert based on the Dana storms in the Comunidad de Valencia, where lives had been lost and people had unfortunately gone missing, a minute's silence was held ahead of kickoff at Mendizorroza. Deportivo Alaves and Mallorca were kicking off match day 12, and it ended with Alaves it started with Alaves, I should say, on the front foot, but it also started with their captain Protesoni having to go off with a muscular injury just 15 minutes into the game. Ander Guevara would come on in his place. It was a game of very few clear-cut chances, it has to be said, on the night. Manu Morlanes would link up with Chiquinho, who was making his first start for Mallorca. His first start for in LaLiga EA Sports, but his shot would only go straight into the hands of Antonio Sivera. Did well to cut back onto his right, but couldn't beat the Alaves shot stopper. The best chance of the first half, though, was this one. A cross from Jon Guridi that took a deflection off Toni Lato. Went under the arm just of Leo Roman, but it almost went over the line. For Mallorca, they were able to deal with it. Images now of the second 45, where Alaves definitely came out from the half-time break the better of the two sides. Abde Rebak with the first chance, his effort deflected. Pablo Maffeo and out for a corner. Alaves coming into this game looking to end their 5-game losing streak. Mallorca coming into this one with just 1 defeat in their previous 6. There's now El Tenaglia, though, again with the next chance. The right back coming into the box, hitting the ball first time. It was crossed in by Abde Rebak. Tenaglia just able to put it over the crossbar. Kyle Larin had the first clear chance for Mallorca in the second half. The Canadian international doing well to get on the end of the cross from Dani Rodriguez, but ultimately Larin's header nowhere near the target. The best chance of the second half, though, also went to Deportivo Alaves. This time it was Abdel Abkar getting on the end of a Carlos Vicente corner. Very tight angle, but Leo Roman was there to parry away. From that subsequent corner, it was Tenaglia's shot that was then deflected wide for another corner kick. Manu Morlanes blocking this one. The deadlock, though, was ultimately opened, despite there being a clear challenge on Carlos Vicente. The referee allowed play to carry on for Alaves. Tenaglia would get round out of there. He played the ball in. It was then a poor clearance from Omar Mascaré. And Jon Guridi was there, unmarked at the back post, to play the ball past Leo Roman. His first goal of the season. And in 75 minutes, Deportivo Alaves had the lead. Alaves had failed to score in 3 of their previous 4 La Liga matches. Jon Guridi had actually had a goal ruled out for offside in their last home game here, being defeat against Valladolid. This one, though, would stand, and the former Real Sociedad man did his job to give the hosts the lead. As we say, opening his account for this season. Daniel Luna would then come on to make his debut for Mallorca in La Liga. Colombian midfielder looking to help the visitors get back into the game. Showed off signs of brilliance off the bench. Zitida Morlanes, his cross was then met by Vedat Murici, the Kosovo international, coming on midway through the second half, but unable to find the back of the net. There was one final chance in stoppage time for the hosts. Carlos Martin had just come on, his first involvement in the game. He was close to scoring his second goal of the season, but he was denied by a very good save from Leo Roman. Alaves ultimately, though, holding on to the 1-0 win and ending their 5-game losing streak at Mendizorroza as they beat Mallorca by 1-0.
Barcelona and Espanyol met again in LaLiga EA Sports. Dani Olmo's first Barcelona derby. He returned to the starting lineup after overcoming the muscle injury that had kept him out of the team for more than a month, and was soon amongst the goals. His first 2 attempts were unsuccessful. First with a header in the 8th minute, then with a shot from square on in the 10th minute. Juan Garcia easily saved. Dani Olmo cannot be given a third chance. That came in the 12th minute with the invaluable help of LaLiga. Trademark assist left him alone against Juan Garcia. Almost side-footed into the net. Rafinha made it 2-0 in the 23rd minute. Almost struck again in the 31st to decide the match after receiving the ball alone in the D. This time his shot was unreachable for Juan Garcia, which raised Leandro Cabrera. Another Barcelona win featured another great game by Dani Olmo, best player of matchday 12. These are the weekend results from matchday 12 of the LaLiga EA Sports season, which saw 2 games suspended: Villarreal against Rayo Vallecano and Valencia against Real Madrid. Girona won 4-3 against Leganés. There was a 2-0 triumph for Atletico Madrid against Las Palmas. Barcelona were the victors in the Catalan derby against Espanyol by 3-1, whilst there was a 1-1 draw between Athletic Club and Real Betis. The match day comes to a close on Monday night with Celta Vigo against Getafe. Barcelona move up to 33 points with their victory over Espanyol. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid and Villarreal complete the top 4, whilst the top 7 is rounded out by Osasuna, Athletic Club and Real Betis. At the bottom is Valencia, Valladolid and Las Palmas in the relegation zone. Here's what's coming up on match day 13. We kick things off on Friday with Rayo Vallecano against Las Palmas. From there we have Real Madrid against Osasuna, Espanyol hosting Valencia, Real Betis against Celta, Mallorca against Atletico Madrid, Valladolid against Athletic Club and Real Sociedad against Barcelona.